Going into the season, we knew we could be pretty good, and it was evident that other people thought we could be good as well, based on the number 2 ranking entering the season, or number 3, depending on where you looked. But in the end, it was just how good we could be, not how good people said that we could be.
Like, we knew that the rankings were there, but it didn't really influence how we acted. Like, we still continued to train just as hard as we would have, and just kept our heads down for a little bit.
We were honestly we knew that we were going to be ranked high, but we didn't realize that we were going to be ranked as high as second. So I definitely think that it was kind of overwhelming for us. But then as soon as the season started, we knew that we definitely deserved that ranking.
So there was a lot of pressure, but I think that we kind of showed that we deserved that number 2 spot, especially when we went to Border Wars.
Going to Utah for Border Wars was a really good learning experience. We had a lot of goals that involved being able to race off of our own home turf and still be competitive. And the competition in Utah at Border Wars was really, really strong. So it'd be a good test of where we were on the national level.
We won by 8 points. I mean, after we beat Farmington and took back that second spot, I think we knew that we had a lot of work to do. But at the same time, for us to be able to go out of state and kind of show that dominance, it just proved that we were a force to be reckoned with, and that if we were going to accomplish anything, it was the goals that we had.
It was insanely close. Like I said, a few of us were a little bit not where we wanted to be, but there was a strength and other guys coming through and pulling us through and scraping the win for us by a few points against all these really, really strong Utah teams, especially Farmington and American Fork and all those guys. It was a really stacked race.
It also kind of brought back a lot of confidence. It's a lot of us who were injured or weren't really racing were getting better, and we were like, hey, we're kind of having an exponential improvement, and that means that by nationals, by state, we're going to really be able to kick some butt.
By far the heavyweight boxing matchup per se of Colorado State Championships is the 4A boys.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 Cheyenne Mountain is going up against number 3 Niwot.
Yeah.
And all year long, those two teams have been phenomenal. Niwot especially in the last few weeks. Now, who wins this race? You would think it would be Cheyenne Mountain because
Mm-hmm.
they're the number 2 team in the country right now. Niwot's 3.
Yeah.
I think they're more or less equal. So there's
Yeah.
no favorites in this race. And in that case, I would go with tradition and history. Niwot's got it over Cheyenne Mountain.
All of us had heard or seen what the people at Mile Split had said about the state meet, and so since we had goals beyond just winning the state meet, we wanted to set the record for the fastest 1 through 5 team average at North Penrose, which is where the state meet is run. So for them to kind of come in and say that we might not even win, that to us lit a fire under us, because it honestly was an insult to what our goals had set us up for. So.
Yes. So pretty much we'll be doing the same thing.
most of us, if not all of us, knew when we had crossed that finish line, it was game over.
It was pretty set from the hill at mile 1 that we were going to dominate. So, I mean, it was just a fantastic experience to go in, especially on our home course with all the boys around. It was really a dream come true, and get the 1 through 5 average state record. That is something that we've been looking forward to all season, a goal. And so that was awesome. We were able to get that too. So it was just kind of checking the boxes one last time. Something, I mean, looking forward to not just this season, but we had been looking forward to all of high school, and it was good just to finally get it done.
And then whenever I turned around after I crossed the finish line, I see a whole bunch of my other teammates, and we were, that's whenever it kind of started to set in, like, oh man, we did that. And it was definitely, lifting the trophy too. I mean, nobody wants to race silver at a state meet, so whenever we did that last year, obviously it was motivation for us to get up and get moving and put in the work so we could make it happen this year, of course. And whenever we lifted that gold, I mean, it felt like we were on top of the world. There was nothing that we couldn't have accomplished at that moment in time.
Looking back on our time at Cheyenne together as a team, it's really been a great experience running with these boys. And at the end of the day, they're not just my teammates, but they're my friends.
And honestly, like, all those memories mean a lot more than just winning. Like, even if we weren't nationally ranked, that would be a perfect season for me, because, I mean, we had all those people together who loved running, who loved training, and who wanted to do great things.
Just like, everything kind of blurs together from all our years, but stuff like ice bathing and like, just like goofing off while we're doing that, and just being silly different places where like we're not supposed to be silly. Like, I don't think it was this year, but last year, like just like goofing off before the state meet, and like I don't know, like our soft focus that we had everywhere. Like, we would be serious for a meet, but like even during the warm-up we'd be joking a lot. Like, that was something that worked well with us.
I really enjoyed being able to just be goofy around the team. Like, no one takes themselves so seriously that we can't have a good time. And moving forward, I think that the future of Cheyenne cross country is really bright, and I hope that this season is just the beginning to a legacy of success at Cheyenne Mountain.